My name is Eduardo Gonzalez.
I am Professor Jessica Spence-Moss.
My name is Diana Robles, and I'm a full-time lecturer in the Department of Child and Adolescent Studies.
I teach Introduction to Gerontology 133.
The service learning course that I teach is called Barrio Studies.
I teach Art 382, Art and Social Justice.
Sociology 306 class.
Introductory Practicum course, CAS 394.
Kines 387 class, which is Movement and the Adolescent.
The course that I teach is Creative Dance for Children.
Chispa is essentially a political and organizing home for young Latinos ages 18 to 35.
With the mission of building political power for young Latinos in Orange County.
Soledad Vista Junior High is a comprehensive junior high, 7th and 8th grade in Fullerton, California. We're a performing arts school.
Higher Ground is a nonprofit organization inspired by faith to serve the underserved children and their families in Orange County according to their needs.
Project Life is a intergenerational program where we build authentic relationships between those generations.
The Titans After School program is a collaboration between CrossLife Fullerton and Center for Internships and Community Engagement with Buena Park School District.
And Project Rebound basically supports formerly incarcerated students who have come into contact with the criminal justice system and looking to make higher education their transformative tool.
Giving Children Hope supports families in need identified by local schools, and we work with families who are experiencing a cycle of poverty, and we provide them tools to reach self-sufficiency and success.
The goal is to foster student commitment to enhancing the quality of life and living condition of communities.
So the main purpose for the class is to use dance and movement to help reinforce curriculum learned in the classroom, but using more of a kinesthetic approach.
And that's what I hope that they learn from the class, is that they learn to become active members of society and that they can create their own role and their own position in space as an artist.
Instead of just teaching peers, they have an opportunity to teach middle school students. This gives them an opportunity to implement new and creative ways and a different approach of looking at teaching.
Well, I strive to get my students to understand that they have to know what's going on in the community before they can try to fix it.
And it gives the student and the older adult a platform to think about things that they probably never would have thought about before.
They help to develop and deliver our education and enrichment programming, and generally support and mentor the children during their time here at Higher Ground.
When students come here, they're paired with other volunteers to help lead those volunteers through our food distribution experience.
So we match older adults with younger adults 1 hour a week during the semester. Relationships are built, community is built, and people become friends.
They were able to organize an event with over 60 volunteers.
Usually do a routine, teach them a dance, and they teach them motor development skills, and they also teach them self-expression through dance.
They work with our 7th and 8th grade PE students and the PE teachers providing lessons.
We do a lot of work on our instructional strategies, on grouping, on content, on developmentally appropriateness towards the adolescents.
That confidence building, practical skills that give them the aha moments that, you know, I could do this.
Participating and engaging in these events, I've seen that together as a community, we are strong.
I want to make sure my students are going to have a positive experience. They're going to actually be able to engage with the community. They're going to actually be able to gain experiences that they can apply sociology to.
You're taking a step back and actually, seeing the bigger picture and making those connections.
It definitely has boosted my empathy for people, so I'm able to connect more with others.
I felt like this connection that I never felt with an older adult, that I felt like I was talking to someone my age.
It opened my eyes on how older adults are so impactful in the younger generation's lives.
And if we can think about it as rehabilitation, as a society, I think we all heal and we all do better.
I found a love of not just teaching art, but guiding students through art.
We get to know a lot of our peers' backgrounds, but they all have something unique to offer each other.
Instead of just thinking about the way that I learn things and how it works for me, there's other people in the room who learn in a completely different way.
I learned a lot about my leadership skills and my ability to be clear and also direct while still maintaining positivity in my actions.
They get to see what a nonprofit does in this community.
I can use everything I've learned and apply it to helping these kids, tutoring these kids.
Having this experience allows you to see the child as a whole. It allows me to really understand how to help them.
This gives them an opportunity to implement new and creative ways and a different approach of looking at teaching.
Here we get to actually be in the shoes of a teacher working with students for a whole class period.
And see how all of these students have different behaviors, different moods, different mindsets every single day. It provides us with that glimpse of how everything will be in the real world.
The older adults feel like they have hope in the future because of the interaction they've had with the young adults.
The students usually don't have an avenue to get dance through regular school day, but they know they're coming specifically for them to spend time with them and teach them something. So they're very excited about that.
They can provide the individualized attention with the additional level of expertise that we wouldn't otherwise be able to provide.
Introducing our new volunteers to those families, they're a warm face, they're building trust and rapport. It's a really big part of our work here.
I know it's making a big impact. It's letting the youth know that there are other options in higher education.
We can come together to build community, to advocate around the issues that impact our communities the most.
These students make a difference in the lives of our kids on a daily basis.
And they can see that they have an impact in the community.
This class I think really changed my life.
My experience here has definitely taught me to just be more involved in the community.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely encouraged me to do more in my community. That's the population that I want to focus on, is working with older adults and be an advocate.
To be a little bit agitated about the way the world is, to be a little bit more inspired that they could be part of change that we often hear about, and that it could happen during their college experience.
This is the class that I think everyone should take to see that they do have an opportunity to contribute.
Dr. Alva that mentioned all of our students should have discipline-based discovery experiences, and I thought, this is us.